go, day one. Got the EcoFlow, Delta Pro, and the River. Little setup here. We ran the diesel heater in through the tent here. It's off now. I turned it off because I'm gonna refill it, but it's sitting out there. Right now we got the little Mr. Buddy heater going on low, and it is warm in here. Outside is a different story. It is currently, when I woke up it was 28 degrees. It's warmed up to 30 now and breezy, but man, look at this view that I have. I'm in the center of this ranch. It's about 36,000 acres. Actually I just bought some more, so they might have went over 40, but they bought a ranch that was butted up next to him. But we're gonna get camp set up. This is day one. Set all this up at night. It only took me about 30 minutes. See, all my stuff is just piled here, but we'll get all that organized. And I'm gonna go over different stuff. This is how I used to hunt. Well, actually, I used to just sleep on the ground, so this is way better than what I used to do. But I'm gonna try doing this some more. Hopefully you guys will like it, and we'll see what works and what doesn't work. I'm trying to get it down to just a few things. Got more than normal since it's gonna be in the 20s, sometimes the teens, a couple times since I'm out here. I've got the diesel heater here with me, which is just a cheap diesel heater from Amazon, but man, it did really well last night. I started it at about 6 o'clock and let it run until 8 this morning, and it's still above the 25% where it needed, and it kept it very nice and warm even with the 20-degree temperatures and the wind. All right, time to get some stuff set up. I did bring a generator because we got the electric bike, I've got my computers, we've got all my cameras, we've got all my thermals, a lot of power hungry stuff, but we do have the EcoFlow Delta 2 Pro and a River, and I've got a solar panel, so that's what we're gonna do now, is set up the solar panel and get those charging and see how long we can last charging all this stuff without having to go to the gas generator. All right, this looks like the sun's gonna move across this way. So if it does, that shadow's actually gonna move. So we're gonna get this. And this is just my ramp to load and unload the bike. We're gonna use that as a mount for the solar panel. I'm gonna set this case like that, because that will reflect some sunlight up on it. Just over here so it doesn't blow in the wind. I am new to all this solar business, but looks like that. We get plenty of sun there. These cables here one came with the Delta Pro, and one came with the River. So these actually came with the unit. So this is an EcoFlow solar panel. And y'all can tell me again, this is just me, my thought process here is I'm going to start charging this one from here because it's smaller and easier to move. And then I'm going to take an extension cord and run it into the tent to charge the Delta Pro from here. So let's see what we got going on here. We're at 61% on this one, 61% on the big one, and we're at 99% on the little one. I'm gonna completely turn this one off. There it goes. All right. So hopefully this will be charging. Turned off the heater in there. There's no need for that anymore. Now, we've got our solar set up. We need to find a place for a fire pit so we can set up the rotisserie. There's so much grass and wind around here. I like to find somewhere where there's not as much grass. We'll look around. All right, we found a spot. The best spot I can see. Everywhere else, this grass is just too tall. I think we're just gonna start right here in the middle. And what we have is it's up a little bit. This is all shorter grass. We'll dig a hole here for our fire pit, and that way also it's far enough away from the tent that if the wind does changes, we won't just be getting totally blown out. Actually, if we're doing this too much, I've never used this rotisserie. Probably need to get the rotisserie, see how much space I have before I make the hole. Be first time using this too. This is something else I got off of Amazon. I'll put links to all this stuff if I can figure it out in the description and let you know how each one of them performed. We got assembly instructions. I'm sure they're going to be great. And this does take D-cell batteries, so you will need batteries to make it work. I'll put it at its maximum height right now, but you can obviously adjust it to go down lower. I also need to see this because I don't know how big of a pig I can put on here. May have to do a leg or back strap or something. But what would be really nice is a nice tender piglet. Let's get this thing set up over here where we're jigging our fire pit so we know how much room we got. Rubber mallet so we don't mess up use it to dig in, put the tent in as well so don't mess up the canvas, but we don't want to mess up these either. Make sure to get in real good since we're gonna put a whole pig on here, hopefully. There we go. Good thing we measured. We were about to dig our hole. Not the best area for us. Actually move that in just a couple inches. Yeah, we're gonna have to, it'll definitely have to be, this post is not long enough. I can't get a whole pig on here like I wanted, unless it's a piglet, which piglets are more tender, so that might be better anyway. All right, we got our little fire pit dug, rotisserie ready to go. Now, we got a fire and firewood. We got some dead stuff there, dead stuff there, there, and then we have all of this that we can go find stuff. So firewood, hell, we got some laying around here. Firewood's not gonna be a problem, but we'll go gather that up next. All right, we're gonna cut some firewood so that we can get some good coals going to cook on when we kill that piglet. And And I've had this for a little bit. It's a Milwaukee electric chainsaw. It's pretty light. I've got a fast charger for these batteries, so I'm able to carry it. I mean, I can use my fuel for my generator. These things charge up really fast and last a long time. And right here behind me, this tree's got some limbs that need to be trimmed anyways. They're dead, so we're gonna get some firewood right here. And this is cedar, so it'll burn fast and hot. So this is what we'll use to get it started. And then we'll get some oak for cooking on. All right, been charging with the EcoFlow River 2 Pro. It's hooked to the solar panel. It stayed at 99%. I had it hooked using this extension cord to the EcoFlow Delta Pro. In an hour, we only went up, what was it? We only went up 4%. So I'm gonna start my timer. I'm gonna unhook this. It doesn't make any sense. This should be, in my head at least, charging faster than the solar, but it keeps clicking on and off for some reason. So we're gonna run it off the solar and see how fast. We'll set an hour timer and see how much it gets. I'm gonna go out and try to find some pigs. I'm not gonna wait an hour for this to keep charging, but in 30 minutes it went up 3% more. So it's about on par to what it was charging the other way. So I could have kept my setup going like that and kept both batteries charged, but we're just gonna leave it charging like this. It's going directly to the Delta Pro now. And we got a few more hours of sunlight left. Hopefully it can get up higher than that, because right now we're only at 66 and we started at 100. So in one night we went from used 40% with the diesel heater, the Starlink, my CPAP machine, and charging my phone, which seems like an awful lot of battery use. We'll make our first venture off from the base camp and see what we can find, where there's damage, stuff like that. I mean, we did kill 6 pigs last night, but that was off of the main roads. We're back here where there's no roads at, and that's kind of the goal here, to get back where nobody ever goes. Be running on the Storm Bee just because it's comfortable, and for daytime I'm going to use this. This is the PWS 11.5 inch. I've got a Dead Air Nomad Titanium on it from Silencer Shop, an Aimpoint T2 with an EOTech magnifier, and then I'm running AAC a Black Saber, the black tip, I think it's 122 or 123 grain bullets. But anyways, we'll get on the bike, head out, see what we can find. it was. I don't know if it was a stump or a big ass boar. I saw something right over there. We're gonna go check it. It's definitely a big boar. Beating me. Wind was to my back. I can't catch up to him. I should have taken a 200-yard shot. But thought I could sneak up to him with these hills. Thought he'd come over the other side. Damn, that was a big pig. I'm gonna get on the bike. Try to get around, but I don't think I can catch him. Don't think we're gonna catch this guy. Damn, that's disappointing. That was the biggest pig I've seen in the daytime in a long time. He was easily as long as my bike or longer. I should have taken that shot at 200 yards, but I didn't think the wind was going right to him though. I don't know how he got away, but he slipped through the cracks. So the good sign is that's a group that we saw and him, so they're out moving. Just got to find them. The big boar, that's one of the biggest freaking holes. I've seen in a minute. This is what that big boar was doing, and it just chased up. Damn.
That's a big hole.
I'm gonna make some ravioli. With the Genesis Base Camp here. So we will. I'm a growing boy, so we're gonna do 2 of them. Man, it's amazing how fast this thing gets hot, and it's not even. It's not even turned up high. Got that going, let it heat up. All right, guys, just a quick report. It's 4 a.m., 20 degrees. It's nice and toasty in here. Have the diesel heater running. It's coming right out there. It does make some noise. It's outside that door there. It's about, I guess, 10 yards outside the tent, and I can hear it, but it's not a whole lot of noise. Actually just sounds like a sound machine. But nice and toasty in here, feels really good. Very happy with the Kodiak tent. Very happy with the diesel heater. The batteries, which we have these right here. This is the EcoFlow Delta Pro 2. We are at 64% now on this one. And then this is the River 2 Pro, and it's at 48%. Now the Delta Pro started at 100% last night, and I charged up the River Pro with it to 100%, and then I used the solar panel on the Delta Pro, and it got from 63 to 74% with the EcoFlow, I don't know if it's Echo, I guess it's Eco, solar charger. I think it's the 200 watt one. It might be 160, but I believe it's 200 watt. I'll look tomorrow. But it only from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. So what is that? 6 hours. 6 hours of charging without this plugged into anything. It only got up to 76% from 63%. So now it's running the heater, and it will be running my CPAP machine here in a minute, and we're already at 63%. So a little disappointed in the how much the solar panel charged it. Also, this River Pro 2 here at 48%, I got it up to 100%, and it's only been, well, I charged one small camera battery with it, and then it's running the Starlink Mini right now. So I did not expect the Starlink Mini to take that much power. Of course, it did go from, it's 4 a.m., so it's almost 11 hours, but I just didn't expect it to do 50% of the battery. We'll try to charge them from solar. This is, again, night 2, day 3, and we haven't used the Honda generator yet. I do have the Honda generator. I'm probably going to have to charge the electric dirt bike tomorrow with the Honda generator. I don't think I'm going to have enough juice because I got a bunch of batteries to charge and everything else. So I think that big battery on that electric dirt bike will just run these batteries dry. But so far, it looks like we're going to make it. Like I said, hopefully that solar panel will do good tomorrow. It was sunny all day today. Sunny day tomorrow is supposed to be. So maybe we'll get a little bit more charge out of it tomorrow. Anyways, that's the report tonight. Fixing to hit the hay. Really got to get a small pig killed so I can use that rotisserie and cook it over the fire. If not, I have some steaks that we can grill over the fire. But so far, very successful camping. Everything's good for cold weather here in Texas at 20 degrees. There's, like I said, there's frost on everything outside now. Pigs just don't seem to be moving, but they haven't been moving much for 2 days. They got to come out and eat sometime, so we'll get them here in the next day or two. All right, it is morning 2, day 3, night after night 2. It is super warm in here. I have my jacket on because I just went out and used the restroom, but it is actually hot in here. Heater's still going. The diesel heater has about 40% fuel left. I did turn off the EcoFlow River 2 last night that was hooked to the Starlink, and it's back up and running now, but it's at 46%. This one ran all night with the inverter for the diesel heater and with the CPAP machine, and now we are at 8%. But we do have full sun tonight or today, so we're gonna hook it up to the solar panels and see what we actually get here in just a second. But they should, I mean, it's should get at least 7 hours of full sun. We're at 8%. I'm gonna go ahead, and this diesel heater has a remote control, which is pretty nice. It'll work from here. There it goes. And it has a cool down period, but it's gonna go off, and it is now 38 degrees outside. And it's supposed to get up to a warm 55 today, but we'll be on the bike and it'll be a little bit warm. But all right, this is morning number 2. All right, we're down to 6% on the big Delta Pro 2. So we're gonna move it out to the solar panel. This thing is not the lightest thing in the world. But it does have this neat little dolly, and we are charging from 7%. Now, I told you I didn't know if this was a 200 or 200 watt solar panel. So I found the markings on it, and it is a 220. Now I tested this on a camping trip with my son before I came out here by myself. Got a cowboy out here working. And it charged from 60% to 100% in just a couple of hours. We did not get that. We only got 10% yesterday. Well, it's my fault. It clearly says face this towards the sun, and I had the back facing. So it was charging, but I had the back facing. So hopefully we'll get a lot more charge today. So pay attention to things like that. Obviously, I'm no expert in solar, but you think I could read a sign that says face this towards the sun. We saw the good group yesterday. We're gonna try to creep in. I'm gonna do all my talking here before we get in, but there's some nice looking sows that would go good over that campfire. So I'm gonna creep in as slow as possible. Unfortunately, the wind has changed and it's from the south, so, but it's blowing across, so hopefully they'll be remotely in the same area. Baby sour beer. Always eat one, but you've got to breathe thick. Hopefully we can get it. Backpack's gonna screw me. Come on. That's way too big for my rotisserie. It's gonna be dark and it's getting cold fast, but these should burn down. Once these burn down, put some of that oak on there and get these, I think we'll do the leg first. I got a little camp shower here. Just gonna clean off. There's our rear leg. We just want to make sure it's well done, but man, it's looking good. But we're gonna keep cooking it for a few hours here. But damn, it's looking good. Wild pork's been on the fire over there for 5 hours, so we're gonna pull it off and see how it is. It's probably a little overdone, but with pork, better overdone than under. My luck, this thing will fall off right as I pull it. Ooh, look at that. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, juicy inside. Wild
boar taco.
That is good. Hell yeah.